I already know it's going to take me a second to show up because I didn't prep this beforehand. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here I am. Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's so odd. I don't know why it does that. I have to show up on a scene in OBS before I go live. If I set my VTubing avatar up as the stream is set up, then it like delays when I don't know. Technology's weird, man. I'm sure there's a reason behind it, but there's not one that I can wrap my head around. But alas, it doesn't matter. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. I went to my friend's wedding. It was very fun. It also made me realize just how obsessed I am with Overwatch. And you may say, Press, how do those things correlate? Well, let me tell you. My friend has this friend who is very good at Overwatch, and I've met him a couple times, but I wouldn't necessarily say that like we were ever friends. He lives in another state, you know. I only ever hung out with him when my other friend was there. But he's very good at Overwatch. At one point, he was top 500, and I recently started playing a lot, obviously, as you can see on stream. But I was talking to this guy, and I brought up Overwatch. And then we just talked about Overwatch for like 2 days straight. we talked about Overwatch at the wedding. We talked about Overwatch at brunch. And I was like, oh man, I might be deep into this. I'm having a lot of fun with it. With that being said, sometime either this week or next week, I do want to do a test stream. And why I want to do a test stream is because I was watching actually one of my streams back where I did an Overwatch stream, and the quality wasn't that great, but my OBS always says it's top quality. I didn't ever notice it because I do play a lot of games like this, like Ace Attorney, where it's very like either pixelated or not fast moving objects. Holy moly, it doesn't look very good when it's fast moving objects. And I think my bitrate might be a little low, but I don't know if my internet can handle a higher bit rate. So at some point I do want to test it. And you may say, Press, why don't you just test it on an alt account? Well, the problem with that is when you set up an alt account on YouTube, you have to wait a certain amount of time before going live. I learned this the hard way because I posted my first YouTube video and then had my debut scheduled, and alas, unfortunately, on my debut day, YouTube said, actually, you can't go live today. So I learned that the hard way, and I know it's not like a super difficult thing to get, like I could do it if I wanted to, but it just seems easier to do it on my main account. Sorry, I've got to make the go live tweet. I forgot about the go live tweet. But it's a back-to-back this week. We haven't done a back-to-back Ace Attorney stream in a couple weeks because I've been very busy. But my June is looking a lot clearer than my May and even my April was. So with that said, I am excited to get back into like a regular flow of things. The story thus far on the Ace Attorney side. If you remember in the last stream, where we are currently on our way to, is to give Maggie Bird Gumshoe's lunchbox that he made for her. As a little bit of an apology for maybe a day at court that didn't go quite as planned. Very nice of Gumshoe. I hope that Maggie can find it in her heart to forgive him. We are also working on unlocking the Cyclops for our friend Violetta here. Apparently, Furio Tigre, the faux phoenix, if you will, Phoenix Wright, saved her life somehow. We don't necessarily know how yet. I do assume, however, that it is something to do with the car repair bill that we found for $15,000. Perhaps she was in a car accident. Hello, Caleb. How's it going? How was your weekend? Welcome in, welcome in. So we have got to unlock her Cyclox. We've got to give Maggie her lunch from Gumshoe. There's also a new place that opened up that we have to visit as well. And I don't know, I'm assuming we'll get to the court trial today. I don't know how long it'll take, but that is another reason why I scheduled back-to-back, is I wasn't sure if we were going to get through all of the court trial today, so I wanted to leave us enough time to where, if we needed to, we could pick it back up and not forget everything that happened. So there's a lot of stuff that we could do, but I think first, as long as she's there, I would like to go give Maggie Gumshoe's lunchbox, and it looks like she is there. My weekend was good. How about you? My weekend was also good. I went to a friend's wedding, so it was a very good time. It was a very good time. Sometimes when stuff like that happens, I don't always feel refreshed after the weekend like I would like to. But actually, this weekend, I felt very refreshed. It was nice seeing all my friends from all over the place in one spot, because it doesn't happen a whole lot. It was very fun. January 7th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. Oh boy, was he. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway. If you remember, towards the end of the incident, when she found the dead man, Maggie passed out. So her recollection of things is a little bit hazy at the moment. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. This is really confusing me. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? And I'm telling you right now, this waitress is not Maggie Bird. This waitress is our friend Violetta here. There's no way. They look like the only thing that they don't look familiar, or they don't look similar with, is the bandage on her head. She looks an awful lot like the mysterious woman. So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it. Well, I may have found that, Maggie. Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? Is that this? MC Bomber. A sample disc with the name written in marker. Oh, so maybe not. Maybe it's not the same one. It was MC Bomber, Maya. Oh, it was the same one. That name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Is that true? Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing as well. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. You and me both, Maya. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn L., collapsed, yeah? Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations. Nope, no idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. I don't know if he's the killer, but he's guilty, man. No, you don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about Old Seedy. I think we should. The old guy they showed has a natural clown nose somehow. It looks like a big pimple. You ever get a pimple on your nose and it makes like your whole nose red? That's what it reminded me of. Alright, we've got a bunch of things to show her. We should probably... I think she wants to ask him... Maya wants to ask about Victor, so we'll show Victor. I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Let's go! No, we're not going anywhere. Victor's testimony. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Hang on now. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. No way. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say it was an old man. Huh? Say what? Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. It was a girl. The other customer was a woman. Oh, we've got some talking to do, Violetta. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. Check. And she has kind of a cackling laugh. Check. Creepy. Cackling. Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? I wonder if we can we present her profile? Do you think Maggie will remember? I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons or the clientele of Tribulations, sir. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. Alright, so Maggie doesn't remember her. So we'll show her next the CD that she was claiming no one could find. And she's not interested. Wait. Nope. Yeah, no, she's not interested. Alright then, we'll give her her lunch and be on our way. Oh yeah, I've got something you're gonna love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox, just for you. Here, there's a lot of weenies in there. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? It wasn't me, Maggie. It was a little secret admirer. Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Yo! Detective Gumshoe. If you remember, Maggie's a little upset with Gumshoe after his testimony on the stand the other day. Or maybe it was earlier today in game time. He's really worried about you. Looks like you put a lot of effort into making this too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Oh, no! Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, Gumshoe. What a swing and a miss. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Right. Sorry, Gumshoe. But she's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? That hit the spot. I love weenies. Super Weenie Hut Jr. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. That was it? Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. Alright, we've got a lot of stuff to show her. I don't know how much. All I can help you out with now is the menu at Tribulations. The menu at Tribulations. Can you tell us about the lottery ticket? No. Alright. Then what about the cup? That's the cup I took over to the table, sir. But I didn't put anything in it. I could never do something like that. That's right. You could never do anything like that. I'm not good at carrying those large trays, you know. Trying to balance a tray with one hand to put something in the coffee with the other. That'd just be asking for trouble. I'd drop something for sure. Right. Is she expecting me to claim that she's too clumsy to have committed the crime? Okay. What else can we show her off rip? I feel like there's still a piece of dialogue that we're missing. Oh, I do want to see about the vase. I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Wait, we did this one already. I feel a bit uneasy. Especially, okay. If that's the case, let's see. That's the paper the victim had with him, isn't it? That's what we think, madam. I kind of remember him having a paper, actually. And I remember something about this MC Bomber, too. It was written on the CD that disappeared as well, wasn't it? I don't suppose it makes any difference if there was one CD or two, right? Again, I have the CD. It's right here. You don't seem very interested in it. That's fine. Nothing, huh? I thought for sure she'd be interested in anything branded Tribulations. But I guess not. She said that there was a woman that was in the restaurant. But showing her Violetta, her profile, doesn't seem to do anything. So if that's the case, we might be at a dead end. At least for now. Unless she wants to tell us about the trial. Yes, okay. Just thinking about the trial that day gives me the creeps. Was it that bad? I wish we could. I hope that they give us like flashback scenes, man. I want to see how bad it was. Don't forget, that was my phony, not me. He was supposed to say, surely the defendant isn't the real criminal. But instead, he shouted out, surely the defendant is the real criminal. By mistake. Oh, ouch. Like I said, that was my phony, not me. I don't want to think about it anymore. Trust me, neither do I. I wonder if I present the paper badge, if it'll do it. Oh, is that your attorney's badge? Actually, it's a fake. Holy smokes. That's it. Huh? That's the badge your phony had, Mr. Wright. You got duped by this? But it's a completely different color. And what about the fact that it's made of, you know, paper? He said the badge got a tan as well. Well, he was in Hawaii on business. That's crazy. You are all so gullible. Are we so for real right now? Not to mention, this guy is like almost 20 years older than me. I'm beginning to see how my phony was able to gain her trust. Maybe if she's the most gullible person we've ever seen. Interesting. The wheel guard is all smashed up. Oh, I would like to ask her, probably a good idea to ask about the autopsy. No, she's not interested. The floor plan, she won't care about. The crime photo, no. I think we might be out of... Oh, I do actually want to ask her about the apron. Yes, yes, yes. I forgot that was hers. That's from when I was carrying a customer's breakfast over to them. The ketchup splotch, you mean? My whole face was fire engine red thanks to that stuff. But you spilled the ketchup on your apron, didn't you? I don't see how the ketchup-covered omelet went flying and hit the customer in the face. Talk about a tomato red face. Makes me wish I could have seen it myself. It seems like everyone is very inept at their jobs in this case. Yeah, I guess. It was kind of a sight to behold. Natural selection did not choose Bird. No, it did not. She is one unlucky gal. Phoenix doesn't seem to be having a lot of luck this case either, but Maggie is in a league of her own with Adrian Andrews as well. Anything new that you want to touch on? No? I mean, I'm just presenting stuff to you. It's nice to have a chat, Maggie, but... Oh, okay. These have your fingerprints on them. Potassium cyanide? I've never heard of that poison before in my life, sir. Okay, maybe I have, but I've never seen it before. That's the truth. I wouldn't even know where the nearest potassium cyanide dealer is in the first place. Dealers? Sounds like another group of drug pushers to avoid. In any case, this definitely isn't something you can pick up just anywhere. Curse my rotten luck! The criminal must have stuck the bottle in my apron when I was unconscious. And I guess he could also take her fingers and, like, put them on the bottle too, right? Her being unconscious is really unlucky. Millionaire radio flyer. I don't think this matters, no. Well, I think that we have hit just about everything that we are going to get out of you, Ms. Bird. But maybe we'll come back. Because there is another place, if you remember, that we have to go to. Actually, there might be two. Have we been to the police office yet? Yeah! I knew that there was that commotion there, and then when Gumshoe went back, I figured we'd be allowed to progress. The main server just went up in smoke! Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet, too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. It's important. It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. No! Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. No! Wow, this place is really buzzing. Something must be going down. Something really big. What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe. You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We've got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus? Gumshoe, we cannot be doing that again. No, thank you. Virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. Oh, that kind of... Scratch that, Gumshoe. That's something that I'm sure we can handle. But I really need to ask you some questions. Okay, I'm only going to say this once, so listen up. Yes, no matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay. If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. Well, I mean, that's probably better than going to Tender Lender from the looks of it. But, I don't know. It's probably not the healthiest, Gumshoe. But you gotta cut corners where you did. I did it in college. We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information. No. Is that all? Well, let's see. Tender Lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. All right, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady, not Mr. Tigre, but perhaps a Ms. Violetta? Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? We better find out what the story is with this lady. Oh, shoot. I hit the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Do. I want to present. Is this the lady? Oh, I can't present. Here we go. Now I can present. No, I can't. Because first I had to go to present. And now I can present. That's the girl who works over at Tender Lender. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. Is that so? She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadaverini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini. Bruto? Do you know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. He looks scary. He's got a scar on his scalp. Bruto Cadaverini's the boss of the Cadaverini family. Cadaverinis? That's one scary sounding name. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. Oh? But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was gonna do that. I better get some more info out of Gumshoe about this family. Please. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary. They've got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They've got too much moolah. Moolah, as in, I'll take this one, Phoenix. It means money. They pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes Tender Lender, I take it? Sure. No one stands up to Bruto Cadaverini. And I mean no one. He is an intimidating looking fella. Interesting. Very interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then. Yeah. And everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So, how did she end up at Tender Lender? I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss of Tender Lender are pretty tight. Tight? That's what it said in a file I read related to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. Can I have that file? Well, hang on, Gumshoe. Let me see that thing. Oh my gosh, Bruto Cadaverini, the head of the Cadaverini family crime syndicate, seems to live for his granddaughter. Let's see how much info I can get out of him. I wouldn't go flashing that photo around if I were you, pal. Why not? That guy rules the criminal underworld. You could get yourselves in serious trouble. I'm talking say your prayers trouble. You're shaking, detective. Like a leaf. I'm just, kinda on edge at the moment, if you know what I mean. Alright, then what about Furio, sir? This guy. The tiger. Is he famous? Yeah, this guy's not a loan shark, Nope, he's a big lone cat. Hence the name. Don't pay him back, and you'd better say your prayers, because he'll eat you alive. You're shaking again, detective. Interesting, very interesting. So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? Remember, this is like 2005. Not everybody knows yet. I don't know. Including Gumshoe. He doesn't seem to know yet. Look, I just go with the flow, all right, pal? And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? I do, Gumshoe. Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Same, I couldn't tell you the technical side. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Oh, shucks. Me? Who, me? Yeah, I'm gonna call you Doctor right from now on. What? Me? Little old me? No, no need to go that far, guys. Come on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Oh, shucks. I mean, if you insist, if you guys insist, I guess we can roll with it. Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Oh. Well, in that case, I take it back. Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. So the inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. And this time period, there is no cloud, so it might actually be gone. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's. What? That's horrible. Well, Maya, we do work in the crime industry. Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Godot so he catches a cold. Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. Now, hang on. You guys might be onto something. Hang on. Say that again. Say that again, Gumshoe. We might be cooking here. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Me? What? Why'd the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? Interesting. I feel like I've heard of it too before. Have I? Do we know this virus's name? Gumshoe, there's a lot that I have to show you. There's a lot that I need to ask you about. What do you think about this, Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, pal. I can't discuss anything connected to the case. I thought you said you were going to help us out. I can't help you out if I don't have any info. I suppose the retrial has only just begun. Well, this isn't related to the case. This is something different. How about the repair bill? Nope. No dice. No skirting the lines there. All right. We might be at our limit with what Gumshoe's gonna do for us. Oh? Or? We never did find the contents of that bag. It was medicine for Mr. Elg's ruptured eardrum, right? Yeah. We found traces of it in his left ear canal. He must have used it while he was at Tribulations. We're sure of that much. No, he doesn't want to talk about the potassium cyanide. Apron, the lottery ticket. A one-way ticket to happiness, huh? Glenn Elg died because of this ticket. Oh, we did this one. This is the same dialogue as back in Tribulations. Well, alright. I don't think we have enough to go and interrogate our friend Viola. I wonder if her name updated. It did. So we don't have enough to go and do that. However, we can go to Blue Screens Inc., which I believe this was where Glenn Elg worked, correct? If I remember right. Is that every single is that every single bird emoji in the library? If I hover over it, does it tell me what they are? What? It doesn't? Maybe it does? You know, I think it does, but it's getting cut off. But I see something popping up. Front-facing baby chick. Baby chick. And then the rest gets cut off. Bummer. January 7th. Blue Screens Inc. Wow. This place is high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in the air. It is a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Oh. Sorry. Let me redo that. Who are you? That's still... Okay, anyway, moving on. Hello. I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. I like her. She's cool. I like her outfit. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Well, good thing we're in the building, right? Two people in the back look like they're average Redditors. They're scrolling hard on r/askmeanything to farm their karma with made-up stories. And the same 5 questions that you see every day. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. I like Lisa Basil. She's cool. She's cool. I think I like the flashing lights. Director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glenn Elg's? That's a DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. HMD. All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. She talks like a robot. Then do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. I don't know if it would fit your style, Maya. So, what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source-level components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter, they analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs, huh? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers and first-class Redditors. Let's ask one of them what they're doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time slicing on logical access to shared global obviously influence it. Okay, he's lost me. I love the quick slide over to cut him off. That was a nice touch. Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know about what happened, right, Ms. Basil? You mean about Glenn Elg being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. She seemed very relaxed about it. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier, too. But I couldn't tell him anything either, because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Inc. Oh. How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one, right in front of you. Is that so? If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. But I have some questions first. I wonder if she'd be willing to give us any info on stuff, like the MC Bomber CD. Would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry, that data is super admin restricted, desktop access password protected. Super admin restricted, desktop access power protected? This is madness! Oh, Maya, that is Sparta. She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. A code word? Sesame! No dice. Try again. Bingo! If it's not Sesame, then it must be your mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. Is it? Is that? Maybe. There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. Interesting. I mean, I guess she doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm not going to point my finger. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glen Elk. What do you say? I think that's a good idea. About Mr. Elk. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. Brutal. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all, a model employee. Well, what? Huh? Dude, I think she's now malfunctioning like a robot. Just now, you said something about him being in trouble. We've got to find out what this trouble was exactly. What is going on? Oh, it did open up new dialogue. About Mr. Elk. Was he in some kind of trouble, perhaps? I'm sorry? Why would you think that? I mean, you... Am I good? Am I the crazy one? I don't think I'm the crazy one. You... maybe... Why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Cyclops! 3 Cyclops. I guess Mr. Elk is like every other man with his own pile of secrets. Interesting. I wonder if we can present anything else. Lisa Basil. Absolutely not a robot. She won't know anything about any of those guys, though. Let's see if we can get how far we can get in this Cyclops thing. Please tell us more about the trouble that Mr. Elk was in. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. I do not pry into other people's affairs. Is that true? She just gave us the dreaded professional business-like cold shoulder, huh? Interesting. Now you should be able to see the bird names. Still no dice. Maybe? No. No! No, I can't. Unlock. Wait, maybe in my OBS. No! What the heck? What the heck? I wonder why. It actually doesn't... Nothing pops up on the second one. Things do pop up on the first one. They're just cut off. I don't know. Technology is weird. Unless you're these people seem to know what's up. I need to find out exactly what the victim was involved in. Looks like I've got to break her in a professional business-like manner. It seems like he was in a lot of debt, right? That's what it seems like to me. Let's see how far we can go. This outfit kind of looks like Oro Crony, if anyone knows who Oro Crony is. It looks like her Time Warden outfit. Glenn's troubles. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elk was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service? What's she talking about? I guess I'd better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Ms. Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? Okay, let's see. Have something to do with this. Have something to do... No! Do you think that it was Glenn Elg who hit Viola? No, right? Well, what do you think? I'm not sure. Let's ask one of the programmers. Excuse me, can you answer this man's query, please? The data queue that manages system tasks for troubleshooting, multitasking simulation for local variables to put into sleep mode, transmission on active nodes can be bundled correctly according to the source code. Obviously, of course. My apologies for being so ignorant. So I'm afraid that is the situation, you see. Did you good people follow all that? Not even slightly. What was all that mumbo-jumbo? It is exactly as my programmer explained. I'm guessing I picked the wrong piece of evidence there. Would you like to input another question? I guess I'd better just take another shot, see where it gets me. Ms. Basil, let me ask you this. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? Okay. Let's think about this rationally. The sports paper, no. The magazine clipping, no. Job listing, but it doesn't seem like he was out of a job. The lunch special was really bad. Some would say criminally bad, but I don't think that's what they're looking here for. The scooter, no, you wouldn't have to go into $500,000 in debt to fix a scooter. Jean's loan contract isn't going to cut it. Glenn's autopsy report's not going to cut it. Did Mr. Elg's trouble have anything to do with this? Got this from the doctor. His ear medication. Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life every Monday? No. Maybe the CD. A sample disc with the name written in marker. Matches used for advertising. This is the only other thing that I can think of that makes any sense. And it doesn't seem to have hit. Dang. All right. You're playing hardball, huh? I don't think this is going to end well for us. Oh, unless. I forgot we could present people. And no one wants to talk about Bruno Cadaverini. No, dang it. Okay. We don't have enough. And I didn't save, so. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Dang. I'll be back. This isn't over. I don't think there's anything else that we could present that she'd really want to talk about, though, right? I would love to know about his prescription, but she's not going to tell me. Bummer. Well, we might have unlocked more options for this Magatama. Take that! Excuse me. The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation. You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? I don't know what's so funny about this. Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt really badly somehow. Did the injury in question have something to do with this? I know 4 locks is crazy. I can't remember. The last game might have had one at some point with like 5 or 6, but I can't remember. Did the injury in question have something to do with this? The car repair bill. I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis. Yeah, it is. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. Because your dad is the head of the Cadaverini family. I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? There's one down. It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. A scooter? Tigre? No way! Wait, but he saved her life, I thought. Oh, my head is spinning. It was a motorbike, or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try to avoid it, but... Wait! I took a blow to the head. A bad one. Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, yeah? I don't know what happened to them. They ran away. Or so I heard. Oh, does she not even know? Ran away? If they'd stayed, I'd have... Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been the person she works for? I mean, a motorcycle, a banged up motorcycle that belongs to... That's crazy. Did not see that coming. It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We're on the right track. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he? It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him, too. I'm sorry, Ms. Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike. I've seen his bike. It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Ms. Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? One more still? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they? And he didn't do it out of the kindness of his heart. Or maybe he did. It's possible. Perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true. I knew it. But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very, very expensive. She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but because of someone else. Wasn't it because her dad is like the absolute crime syndicate big bully boss? Yep. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, grandfather, not dad, controls a lot of dubious cash, yeah? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money? $1 million? That's a lot of cash. Unlock successful, and we get our health back, baby. Let's go. That's not where I saw this coming. That's crazy. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million. Did they get scammed? That's crazy. $1 million bucks. My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. Oh, it certainly is. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. Oh, but I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money was evil. Oh, this is just not where I saw this going. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. Oh, and to get the money, he killed Glenn Elg, and she helped. Oh, this is not where I thought this was going. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. What are they? Medical papers? I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse. Viola's medical papers added to the court record. A $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. Wow, I feel so bad for Viola. It's inexcusable. Huh? There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Little Phoenix morals, huh? Little Phoenix moral lore. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything all right, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I will need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Repair bill thrown into the trash. Interesting. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I mean, I think it's kind of obvious, right? Glenn Elg. And now we don't know how they knew that Glenn was going to win the lottery. That much we don't know yet. But Glenn Elg won the lottery. And as he won the lottery, I'm pretty sure she's the one who put the poison in the coffee that he drank. But it was on Furio's orders. Dude. But, okay. We still don't have we need to show Lisa, though. We still don't have what's up with Glenn's business, where he got into trouble, do we? Or do we? Okay, this is really interesting. I don't know if we have enough to undo Lisa's psych locks yet, but I do think we have enough to progress somewhat. We just have to find the route. Oh, that is so interesting. I don't know where to go next. Not blue screens. Maybe the detention center? Maybe criminal affairs? Gumshoe. Gumshoe. What do you think about these? No! Gumshoe! Talk to me, bro. A $1 million medical bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. That lady's the boss of Blue Screens Inc. Okay, you know something about Lisa. That's good. Yeah, I figure she's clean. She's got nothing to hide. Disagree, Gumshoe, disagree. She seemed kind of like a doll to me. I don't know if she's guilty, but she's definitely hiding something. In a good way and a bad way. Kind of makes you think she might be hiding something. Yeah, no kidding. When did you talk to her? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Gumshoe, we learned some really interesting stuff. This guy, the tiger. Is he famous? Oh, wait, no, we already did this one. We already did this one. That's the girl who works over at Tender Lender. We already did that one. Nothing new there. Dang, I don't know where to go now. So the last question that Lisa had asked. Was what is Glenn's dilemma that he's in? What trouble is Glenn in? Or I should say, was Glenn in? And that I don't know. And we haven't been able to find out yet. Which makes me think that we're missing something maybe from Lisa. So maybe we have to go back to blue screens. Let's see. Maybe I can present the medical papers? Nope. And now we've got to have... Oh, wait. Code word. Oh, we already did this one. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glenn Elg. But we did that. Glenn's troubles. What were Glenn's troubles? Let's try again and just see if it'll spark our memory. Glenn's troubles. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble he was in? I guess I'd better just take a shot and see. Ms. Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? With Viola's medical papers? No, and now we have to listen to dang this guy yap. Dang, well, he says he's got to take a shot at it, and we don't lose a lot of penalties. So something tells me the game expects you to get these wrong a little bit. Ms. Basil, did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? Maybe presenting a profile would be the better move. I think we did this one already. No. But there is a couple of things that have opened up. Ms. Basil, let me ask you something. Mr. Elg's troubles has something to do with this. Furio Tigre, maybe? No. No. I don't know. All right, what else could it be if it's not anything that we've presented so far? Would you like to input another question? I'd like to input so many questions. Did Mr. Elg's trouble have something to do with this? I'm gonna guess it's not a profile if we're saying this, like an item. So what is everything surrounding him then, I guess? The MC Bomber CD, which I'm pretty sure we've already presented and they said it wasn't good. Printed to look authentic. Victims winning lottery ticket. Did I present this? I can't remember. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, cool. What is that? A lottery ticket. There were a ton of these on the victim's table in the scene of the crime. And what is the relevance of that? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg, had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone dreams of being rich. Even I listen to Millionaire Radio. She's right, though. That is a bit weak on its own. But Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery. Was it? Was it? Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery. Okay, now we're going to get hit with a little bit more of a penalty. Wasn't... Well, what? All right, what else could it be? Sports. Sports gambling. Everyone likes to gamble from time to time. Huh? But be careful. If you're careless, you could lose everything. Your money, people's trust, etc. Looks like I got that one wrong. I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone dreams of being rich. Even I listen to Millionaire Radio. Oh, man. Okay. All right, before we do that, I do think that we have all the evidence we need. I'm not confident that we're going to get it, so I'm going to save my game. Save scum, save scum. And then present again. I do think we have it. I think I need to think a little more. Glenn's troubles. How about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. L was in? We already know that the first is the lottery ticket. The gambling habit. Everyone dreams of being rich. Even I listen to Millionaire Radio. She's right. That is a bit weak on its own. Mr. L's gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery, was it? What else would he have gambled on? MC Bomber? Gambling on a music career, perhaps? Maybe? Does it say that he liked music at all? Let's see. Warren HMD left... left eardrum was ruptured. I don't know if we know from what, but do we think that it's from, like, recording? And, like, loud music? Perhaps? Perhaps? Dang it. Nope. Okay, that was not it. Mr. L's gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery. Well, what else could it have been? I actually thought I was onto something. Like he was gambling on a music career. Dang. All right. He wasn't just gambling on the lottery. He was gambling not on the loan contract. Victor, no. This wouldn't do anything. This wouldn't do anything. This wouldn't do anything. We've already done that. Mr. L's gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery. The apron doesn't make sense. The poison doesn't make sense. The prescription bag, I don't know what he'd be gambling off of this, but no. No, it looks like we're still short. It looks like we're still short. That's crazy. Wow. All right. I guess we'll come back. Whew. She's a tough nut to crack. Maybe Maggie knows some more. Any new dialogue options? No, but there is new stuff that we can present. Oh, Maggie used to work in the police force. Do you think she knows who this guy is? No. Info about ex-cons or the clientele of Tribulations. Ex-cons? Yes. Holy smokes, that's him. That's your phony, mister, right? Just look at that ridiculous suntan. For the record, neighbor's dog is going crazy outside. He's not a happy camper. For the record, I'm not sunburned like an overdried tomato, so I don't know how... He told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii, and that's where he got the tan. I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing this. Did that open anything up? No, dang it. I really thought I was onto something. Do you know about this girl? No. Ex-cons. But not Bruto, I guess. Maggie, help me out here, dude. I feel much better after the trial this morning. No. Wait. Did we show her this? We did. But she said it was a woman in there. Dang it. What if I show her her own profile? No matter what happens, I never let things get me down. You're always so positive, aren't you, Maggie? Macho Maggie Bird, they say. The early bird catches the worm, a bird in the hand. All those phrases are named after you? Yeah. And I never turn my back on anything. You're always so strong, aren't you, Maggie? Macho Maggie Bird, they say. I'm a tough old bird. Tough old bird, Nick. Do you get it? I get it. Yeah, I get it. Huh. Back when I was an officer, Detective Gumshoe always looked out for me. But today I was the one who had to look out for him, trying to incriminate me the whole time. You've got to remember, Maggie, Gumshoe is a detective. He's got a job to do. My old boss. I thought at least he'd be on my side. He is on your side. He'd do anything. You can't fool me. I saw him in court today. I felt like a poor little baby woodpecker being pecked on the head by its own mother. Gumshoe's testimony was pretty solid. No wonder it hurt her so much. Oh, it's so sad. No. I don't think it's getting through to her that he really was just trying to help. You know, we didn't tell Gumshoe yet that she, didn't take the lunch either. Maybe that's a dialogue option? I don't know where else to turn with this, to be honest with you. Wait. I feel like I'm still missing something because there's not a fourth dialogue option. Did we ask her about the medicine? No, she doesn't want to talk. Alright, then let's move to criminal affairs again. Can I slide here to another? No, but I can examine. Must be the chief of detective. I guess I'll just have to read the paper now. What the heck is this? This paper's more than a month old, and someone's written all over it. Who's the clown that put this on my desk? He just wadded it up and chucked it in the trash. But that's an important piece of evidence. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Your batteries won't last forever. Remember that when you're having fun in bed. What is this guy talking about? We have a winner. A little joke to make people think about their smoke alarms. He must be coming up with slogans for a fire safety campaign or something, I guess. Does he even know what he's trying to get across anymore? Let's see. I don't think there's anything new to inspect here. However, how many dialogue options do we have with Mr. Shoe? Oh, dude, I feel like we've got to present something. You know, in all my years, I've never seen a witness who was that confused before. Yeah, you look pretty confused by his testimony yourself. Nothing against old guys, I like them and all, but he sounded like he was pretty sure about what he saw. That's the impression I got too. Me 3. But then why doesn't even a single part of his testimony corroborate any of the facts? What if we went and showed Kudo this girl? That... Okay, we might be onto something. Because Maggie Bird said that it was a woman in there, and this guy insists that it was a man. So, let's throw this out there. He doesn't want to. You let me get 1,000,000 of my grumbles off my chest, and I'll take one quick look. I've got an earthquake of frustration inside, and it's ready to rumble. 1,000,000 grumbles for one quick look doesn't sound like a good deal to me. Does he know about this guy? No, this guy hates me. He doesn't want to talk to me. Where could we take Viola's medical papers? $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. Where could we take this? You want a CD? You want a mixtape? Okay, not here. Maybe Tenderlender. What if we just examine all this again? Did we miss anything here? You drink it all? Yeah, we already know about all this. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always an... I thought we were cool now, Viola. I thought we were cool now. It was laced with something. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. Wait. Oh, no, we can't talk to her anymore. She's gone. Did we already examine the ashtray on the ground? We did. Is there anything we're missing? Now that she's gone, is there anything that opened up? It looks like we got everything. Which is why I'm so confused. I guess we'll just have to go one by one. Boom, boom. Is there anything I'm missing here? Birds. Hey, look, pigeons. And heaps of them, too. I don't know if there's going to be anything in the park that we'll find that's really going to help us. Unless we can take another look at this, but we've already got that. We could pull... okay, not this. Let's move then to Tribulations. He's gone. I wish that this guy would come back. What am I missing? What was the other... what? Okay, what could be Glenn's problem? What... he loves to gamble. But apparently gambling on sports is not it. Gambling on a job? What was he tied up in? He doesn't only like to gamble in the lottery, he also likes to gamble some other way, maybe with terrible food. Maybe by going to Tribulations and getting terrible food, he likes to gamble. What the heck? Okay. I guess I could... oh, I haven't really examined this. That's right. We could definitely examine... oh, horse racing! He likes to gamble with horse racing. We did... since she popped up and was talking to us, we didn't examine his desk. Dummy. Look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know. She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then. Hey, this calendar. Here we go. What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah. It says, meet with the tiger. The tiger? Glenn's calendar added to the court record. On December 3rd, the day of the incident, there's a note saying meet with the tiger. Interesting. Is that the only... oh, here we go. Wow. Look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets on horse races. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. His drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets, though. Tough. Skill issue. Glenn Elg's losing horse racing tickets gathered up. Found in Glenn Elg's desk. Over 500 of them? Dude, give it up, man. This many tickets would get you, what? $1 down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you'd try to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. I'm not that crazy. Okay. He's really pounding that keyboard. Bum, bum, bum. I bet that's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? Oh, I think we've got just what we need now. I want to make sure there's not any evidence that I'm missing before we go in. What's up, Setsuna? How's it going? Welcome in. Hope you had a nice weekend. Hey, look, Nick. It's a supercomputer. It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. Well, maybe not nowadays, but back in the day, yeah. That explains why we don't use the computer in our office. You work there too, Maya, must I remind you? Yeah, but at least Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. Are you the computer? She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Maya. I'm not convinced yet. She kind of strikes me as like an android. Okay, I think we have everything we need to pin this woman and get all the info we need from her. Glenn's troubles. Okay. We already know that the first here, Mr. Elg's trouble, was with the lottery. A lottery ticket. And we know he had a gambling problem that wasn't restricted to the lottery. It also included horse racing. The lottery, horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's gotta have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you? Oh, she's crying? Oh, no, she's sweating. All right, human check. Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps. No. Oh, and his boss knew. You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000. Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. The tiger. Furio Tigre, the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. Tender Lender? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices. Like you're one to talk. Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with Furio Tigre? Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know any connection between the two of them. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the tiger did, in fact, know each other. They were supposed to meet on the day of his death. Furio Tigre, a.k.a. the tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his death. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. Ba-boom. It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000. Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay, so the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. No, you don't! I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance this? The program in question. A sample disc with the name written in marker. It has to be this, right? What else could it be? I'm so low on health, I don't want to get this wrong because I didn't save. And there it is, $100,000 crossed out, made up for by MC Bomber. Dude was a SoundCloud rapper. How about that? What? I was wrong? Okay. This is a very delicate matter. Without the necessary data, there's really no way I can access the information. Oh, no. I know Mr. L created some sort of program. She can't deny it if I show her the program itself as evidence. So close. Show her the program itself? I don't have that. I don't have that. Dang, I was so close. I was so close. I don't have enough evidence yet. Dang. Seriously. I really thought that I had it with the CD. All right. Back to the drawing board. We did get 2 new pieces of evidence from this that should be pretty useful. In Glenn's calendar and the losing horse racing tickets, the question is, where do we want to take those? Gumshoe, perhaps? Victor Kudo, I doubt, has anything to do with it. But maybe Maggie? Would Maggie be concerned about these? No. Would Maggie be concerned about Glenn's calendar? No. Gumshoe may. I know he says he doesn't want to talk about the case, but sometimes I feel like I can get him to talk just with my charisma. What do you think about this? Nothing. And this. Nothing. Dang! If I show her the program itself. What program? He made a computer program. And if it's not the CD, then what is it? Millionaire Radio? There's no way. He didn't make Millionaire Radio. And that's not a computer program. I really thought it was that. I guess not. There's something I'm missing. Maybe there's something on the computers here. Or maybe I missed something back in the blue room? I'm not gonna lie, I thought showing either of those pieces of evidence would bear a little more fruit than I think it did. Let's do this. Does Glenn's computer have any? No. No? Those pillars almost look like they're moving. It's kind of unsettling. They look a bit twisted or warped. This office was designed with a futuristic feel in mind. You're kidding. We tried to imagine what things might look like in the future when we designed it. It helps to soothe and calm the soul. On second thought, I agree with you, Nick. This place is really unsettling. So there's nothing else I'm missing. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. Let's go through our options. Doesn't look like there's anything else for me to inspect here. So my options are figure out what it is that he made. I guess I could present this maybe? Because it's crossing out the 100 he owes and attributing it to MC Bomber. Wait. This might be the piece of evidence that I have to show. I don't know what this 500,000 is. That might actually be it. That might be the piece of evidence that I gotta show. If there's a piece of evidence that I have on me now that I don't have to go find, it is this one. Before I do that, I'm going to move one more time to Tender Lender and see if any other cutscene opened up. And then if not, do you think Victor Kudo cares about these? Oh, maybe, you know, he might like horse racing. No, he hates me. He hates me with the passion. Move. Okay. Then we are going. We're going to gun for it. I'm going to bank on this. I wish you didn't have to redo the whole thing every time you use the Magatama. Okay. Mr. Elg had trouble with this. I love the Cyclops, though. I think they make the investigations so fun. Mr. Elg wasn't restricting his gambling to the lottery. He was also doing it on horse racing. Glenn had a ticket. Hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble. It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Mr. Elg's real problem was with something or someone more terrifying and ferocious. The tiger. Okay. The boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. What do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tigre? Yes, I do. I don't know of any connection between them. I've got proof that they know each other, and it's his calendar. Okay. It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. $100,000. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery, but what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents. I suspect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. The program in question. It wasn't programming. He was gonna sports gamble. That was his talent, maybe? Come on. Nothing. Mr. Nick, if you push yourself anymore, your soul will shatter. Please calm down. Collect your thoughts and try again. Wait, so what happens if I do this now? Do I have full health again? Glenn's troubles. No, I have like one sliver. It probably won't refill for the trial. That's tough. Dang. Well, then I don't know, man. All right, so I have to find what his programming is. So the only way that I can do that, I can think of being going and checking every single computer in all the rooms, and maybe one of the computers has his program on it, right? I think that would make sense. I don't think it's any of the computers here because I've examined everything. So we'll just go one by one. Maybe the cash register? No. And there's no computer here, so his program will not help. It wouldn't be here. It could be in our office. Do we have his program? No. Okay, so it's not here. Criminal Affairs Department. Gumshoe. You have got to help me out, man. What if have I presented Glenn to him? This guy was a real programming genius. Okay. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. No, Gumshoe, I need more than that, man. Come on, help me out. Blah! Where am I going to find this guy's program? What does that even mean? Gumshoe. I did this. No, not the badge. Not the badge. I hit the wrong button. This. This is it. The stupid name. I remember now. Yes. Oh my God. I swear I presented this already, but maybe not. Maybe operator error. Oh, thank goodness. I thought so. Here it comes. Oh, sorry about the wait. Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus that's just infected every computer in the station is MC Bomber. That's not what I thought it was. Can you give us any more details, please? Yes. Oh my goodness, thank God. We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses, it almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently, the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the route of this virus on the black market. You mean someone put this up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars. A virus can be worth that much? Updated. So we presented the right piece of evidence, but we didn't have enough information on the evidence. I can live with that. We were ahead. We thought it was a mixtape. We thought it was his music career, but that's fine. That's fine. And we got there. I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is, you know, the lunchbox. How did everything go? Lunchbox? You remember the weenies? I hate weenies! Oh, those weenies. So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Well, it was delicious. Yeah? That's what you said? Really? Yeah. Well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Oh. Do me a favor again, huh, pal? And deliver this. This sure is a heavy burden in more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that. Weenies again, Nick? Tell me we don't have to eat all these, too. You better make room in your stomach, Maya. Down the hatch. I really can't eat anymore. All right, before we go unravel the mysteries of this case, she's gone. How am I supposed to deliver her weenies? All right. I guess the weenies will have to wait. In the meantime, we're going back to blue screens because now we've got what we need. All right, listen up. You have given me quite the runaround, Ms. Lisa. But it ends here. Yeah. We've had this conversation already. Let's get to the point. You're not gonna sway me anymore. You're not gonna dodge my questions. I can read you like the back of my hand. Take these weenies and go. Let's see. The horse racing tickets. Take that! No! And he was in cahoots with a tiger, or in debt to a tiger. And we know that because of the horse racing calendar that had their meeting on it. And this is where we always got stumped. Here we go. His talents. Here we go. The programming question. At first you said it wasn't this because I thought it was a mixtape. But now I know that this is a very dangerous computer virus, MC Bomber. This is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. Got it. I wonder how much health it gives us. Not that much. I hope we get more in court tomorrow. Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work. Something a bit risky. Risky? How? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tribulations? That seems to be more dangerous than his current job at this point. Or his current side gig, I should say. Where do you come up with these ideas, Maya? You're on a roll. So it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius. In a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market. Inconceivable. Kumshu was right for a change. This date, December 3rd, that's marked on the calendar, that was his deadline for repaying his debts. Interesting. But if he had won the lottery, I wonder, did the tiger know that he won the lottery? Because he had the money coming then. And if he had the money, so he wouldn't have needed to sell MC Bomber, then how did people get their hands on it? MC Bomber updated in the court record, a computer virus made by Glenn Elk potentially worth millions of dollars. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Glenn Elg's losing horse racing tickets thrown back on the floor where they belong. Use the trash can, Nick. I'm just putting things back where they belong. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm guessing there's nothing else to talk about, huh? Let's see. Oh? Oh, is Jean back? Jean? Bonjour. I've been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong. Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you... Oh, wait. Phoenix doesn't speak in a French accent. I thought it was Armstrong speaking. Anyway. Good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few more questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to use, fellas. The tiger. Here we go, baby. This is seeming to be a 3-day court case. It's Zin Iap. Who you calling Zinny Oop, huh? Come out from under the table, Maya. You're embarrassing me. Okay, hand it over. What? Yous want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now. Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Ms. Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. Yous want to know what's sad? Al tells you what's sad. And it ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power because she's Bruno's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the 1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2. This guy? I mean, don't get me wrong. He is jacked. He's very strong. Oui. Mr. Armstrong, forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him. Oh my. Oh, that really hurt. Is that all you've got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Wait! Don't take it too hard. Phoenix, right? That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital evidence. Hold it, pal! Come on, Gumshoe! Let's go! Detective Gumshoe? Detective? You think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it. Whoa. Come on, Gumshoe. Get it together. Let's go. Hype yourself up. Oh, I'm dull. Gumshoe's time to shine, baby. You guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But go, pal. And take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? He's sacrificing himself. All right. Thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick. Don't leave me behind. I hope... Is he going to be okay? Gumshoe? They were pretty strong, Gumshoe. They were really strong. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow in court. Maybe this is a 2-day case then. Tender Lender is going down. To be continued. Wow-ee! That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was, I think, one of the better investigation portions. At least in this game. That was really good. I liked that a lot. I liked that quite a lot. Well, perfect. We timed this pretty well. About a 2-hour stream going into the trial for tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow with more Ace Attorney. But I will end it here, and then we'll do the trial portion tomorrow. And then, depending on how that goes, I don't know if that's going to be a 1-day in court thing or if there's going to be more stuff that we uncover. But depending on how that goes, the next Ace Attorney stream might be starting the final case of the Phoenix Wright trilogy. How about that? We're really getting closer to the end. That's crazy. Good thing there's a lot of Ace Attorney content still to go through, but it's the end of the Phoenix Wright series. That's crazy. Well, anyway, I will let y'all go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you tomorrow, but I hope you had a nice weekend. I hope you have a good Tuesday, and then I hope you're there to cap it with me. See ya. Thanks for watching.